Hello, it's Jim Games here once again, and welcome to this new Unreal Engine 5 tutorial. In this video we're going to make our game a little bit better by adding some sound effects, as you can hear. Also, when we open the inventory, when we drop an item, you can hear. When we pick it up, we have a different sound, and also when we try to open the door, when we select incorrect item, when we select correct, when we open the door, also when we close the door, and also we have a sound effect for the light switch. So yeah, let's get started. So first, what you want to do is you want to go to the link in the description that takes you to my Google Drive, and you want to download this UI and this doors folder. You can select them both by keeping the control pressed and selecting this, and then right clicking and downloading it. After you have done that, you want to go to the sound effects folder, and you want to import those two folders, and you can select them on your folder the same way. So control and select the folders, move them to the level or to the content browser. And now we have here under the sound effects, let's open the UI first. I have put this in this WAV folder so we can add or create the sound cues here. So let's open the WAV folder. First, what we want to do, let's create a cue from all of these, like this, like this, like this, like this, and like this. Then let's select all the cues, so Control and select all of them. And let's move them to the UI folder. Okay, now let's open the UI folder, and we should have the same amount of sound cues as we have the WAV files. So first, let's open the first cue that we have here, which is drop item cue. And here, we actually want to move this next to the third person map, like this. And what we want to do here now is we want to move this sound effect, sound wave a little bit further, and then we want to add a modulator here. So we can add some randomness to the sound wave. So let's click on this and let's set these values to be, actually we can leave them to be like this. So minimum pitch from 0.95 to the max 1.05, and same on the volume. Okay, those are good values for me. So now let's copy the modulator. Let's save and let's actually close this. Let's go to the error queue or whatever is next in your content browser. Let's paste the modulator. Actually, why did I leave that much space there? Then let's save, let's close, and let's do it to all these sound cues. Let's open the interface queue. Save, close, inventory open queue. Like that. Save, close, lock open queue. Save and close, pick item queue. And like that. Save and let's close it. Now let's go to the doors folder and to the WAV. Let's create sound cue from both of these. Create cue. Create cue. Let's move these both to the doors folder. And here, let's open the door close queue first. And here we have to do two things actually. let's paste a modulator first. Then we want to get from the output of the modulator, and we want to get a attenuation. And now here on the attenuation, we want to set this to override attenuation. Then we want to change this attenuation to be, actually it can be linear and sphere, and let's set the inner radius to be like 100 and fall off distance to be like 500. Okay, so this is where the sound is. Inside this value, the sound is playing at full volume, and it will basically get quieter until it's quiet on the 500. So when you are 5 meters away from the location, basically. So now let's copy both of these nodes. Let's save, let's close, and let's open the door, open queue. Let's move this a little bit further, and let's paste both of those nodes to here. And yeah, now let's save, and let's close. And one thing actually here on the UI, I think, yeah, we have the inventory open queue. Let's actually duplicate it and rename it inventory close queue, because I want the inventory closing sound a little bit different. So let's open this and let's actually select the modulator, and let's set the, you don't have to do this obviously if you don't want, but yeah, I will set the minimum pitch to like 1.4 and max to like 1.5. So it's a little bit faster. So I will show you inventory open queue. It's like this, and the close queue is like this. Yeah, I think it's a little bit better, but you can obviously use only the open queue if you want, or you can adjust these however you want. So now let's actually start adding those sounds to our game. First, we actually want to save all, because we had 8 unsaved things here. So first we want to go to the components folder and open the PPC inventory. And let's move it next to the third person map. Actually, it's there already. And let's go to the open close inventory function, which you can find from here. Now let's go to the end, and let's right click and let's play sound 2D. And we want to play a 2D sound because it's a UI sound. Let's, here on the top one, where we, if the inventory is open, we will close it. So top one is closing inventory and bottom one is opening. So let's select our close inventory close queue, this one, and be sure to select the queue, not the sound wave. With this we don't even have that, but for everything else we do have. So inventory close queue. Now we can copy this node, paste it here. Let's set this to be inventory open queue, not the inventory open sound wave. Okay, let's compile, let's save. And now we want to go to the drop item function. And here on the drop item, let's go until the end after the remove from inventory. Here, let's also play sound 2D. So I just pasted the same node, and we want to get the drop item queue like that. Compile and save. And then the last one will be the add to inventory. And here we have this create new stack and add to stack. I think we can actually, let's leave them there. So if we get some problems later. Okay, now let's paste display sound 2D to both of these. We only have one sound effect for these, but later on, if we want to add different sound effect when we add to the stack and when we create a new stack, we can do that. But for now, let's select the same for both. So pick item Q. Also pick item Q, like that. Compile, save, and I think we can actually close this now. Now we want to go to the HUD folder and to the W inventory slot. Let's open that one. Let's go to the graph. And here, what we want to do is we want to go to the event graph. So I will close this one and all these other things from here. Here in the event graph, let's go to the inspect first. Let's paste the node here also. Play sound 2D. And this sound will be the interface Q. Okay. And the next thing will be here on the activate. Until the end, you want to paste the same node again, and we want to open door. And we will change this later to be like a variable. So if we're opening something else than doors, then it will change the sound cue. But for now, it will work like this. And then the last one will be on the create dropdown, wherever it is. Here, create dropdown. Let's paste the same again. And let's get the interface queue, like that. Compile, let's save, and let's actually close this. Now we want to go to the interactable and to the door. And here on the door, we want to add the, here to the open, close. Let's actually move, before this timeline, let's move, sorry, how would I say it? After this branch, let's move everything a little bit further. So like this. Let's leave like this much space here. Okay. Now we don't want to paste the node because we want to play a sound at location. So right click, play sound at location this time, because we want it to play where the door is. And let's connect it to the true. And let's connect this to play from start. And let's add 2 reroutes to this false. And let's add them to here. And now the sound effect will be door open queue. And the location will be get actor location. Like that. Now let's copy this. And let's go here to the end. Or not like to the end, but here before this branch. Let's actually move this whole finished code a little bit more up. And now from here, let's move all this further like this. And actually I will move this to match these lines, you know. And let's paste this to the backboards. So it's open. When it's not open anymore, we want to play the door close sound. Let's connect this to here and close, door close queue. Like that. Now let's compile, let's save, and we actually can close this. Yeah. Now the switch. Here we can just go to the event interact, or yeah, let's go to the event interact. And here we can just paste the same thing, play sound at location, get actor location, and we want to play the interface queue. Or yeah, it actually shouldn't matter. We can create a new queue for this, but yeah, for now it will work like this. So let's compile, let's save, let's actually close this, and let's try and play and see what will happen. Okay. Paste item. Yeah. Okay, let's open the inventory. Yeah. Let's select some item. or like right click. Yeah. Let's drop. Okay, let's inspect. Okay, my computer is lagging, but yeah. Okay. Let's try to open the door with the incorrect item. Okay, we don't have sound here. I forgot about that, so let's fix that soon. But with the correct, yeah, and let's open the door. And also close, and the light switch. Yes. Now we only have to fix the when we try to interact with the incorrect item. So let's fix these on maybe next episode, or at least soon. So how we can fix that is by going to the W inventory slot one more time. So HUD, W inventory slot, and to the graph. And here on the event graph, we want to find the activate. And here on the false, we want to play sound 2D. And we want to just select the, what is it called? Error queue, something like that. Yeah. Compile, save, and let's try. Now, when we try to the door with the incorrect item, and I actually think that doesn't sound that good. Let's actually fix that. On the sound effects, on the UI, and on the error queue, let's set the pitch a little bit higher on the modulator. So let's make it like 0.4 and 1.5. Sorry, 1.4 and 1.5. Okay, not that much, like 0.2. Oh, what happened? 0.2 and like, well, 0.25. Okay, I think that's better. Okay, so yeah, I actually think that was all for this video. If you like what you saw, please click the like button and subscribe for more. Yeah, hope you have a great day and see you in the next one. Bye.